Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is KEIRA Aurene Nabil. I'm from 8.5. Today I will reading skill of 80. The theme is the state of the world. If your view of the world comes from watching the news and reading newspaper, you could be forgiving for lying awake at night worrying about the future, apparently rising violence and population rates mean humans are both killing each other in ever larger number and being born at rates mean humans are world resource can sustain. To make matters worse, all the world is concentrated on a handful of people in the world's richest countries. People in low-income countries live in poverty while the West gets richer. Depressing is not it. Let's take global population first. It's around 7 billion now, in line with figures predicted by the UN in 1958 by the year 2100. The same experts predict it will be around 11 billion, but did you know that 11 billion is probably as high as that number will get? The rate of increase will slow down in the second half of the century thanks to failing birth rates today. In the last 2 centuries, improvement in technology and health mean fewer children died young. Feeling rapid population growth, these large families produce even more children who survive into adulthood and hate their own child. But with the wider availability of contraception in the 1960s, the global average number of babies per woman has declined from 6 babies per woman to as low as 2. The biggest factor in child mortality is poverty, and while it's still true that only 20% of the world takes about 74% of the world income, 60% of the world now falls into a middle income group with 11.6%, the smallest amount of people in history still living in conditions of extreme poverty. If the majority of the world's people have money, international and realistically, birth rate go down because parents can expect their existing children to survive and the global population stability. As for news stories that make us think the world is an increasingly violent place, there is cause for some optimism too. Between the end of World War and 1990, there were 30 wars that killed more than 1,000 people, 100 or 1,000 people. Today there are still civil wars, but countries are mostly so exciting, more peaceful than in the past. However, terrorism has shot up in the last few years, and since World War wars have killed many more civilians, the soldiers even more civilians, though the statistics are not all bad. Although deaths are 9 times more likely to be a result of violent crime than political conflict, the global murder rate fell slightly from 100 people in 2000 to about 8 to about 5.3 in 2015. Of course, none of this means the world is perfect, and whether you personally are affected by war and poverty is often due to the lottery of where you are born. Also, we still face health problems of our own, making particularly environmental ones like global warming and natural resources need to distribute more fairly. But not all the news is bad news, whatever the TV and newspaper might say. So that is my reading skill of Eci. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.